Is that your intro?
What up, dudes? We're here on a very secret island that I'm about to expose and make a video about. We're on a small island in Indonesia that is known for its everywhere. Everybody here sells fresh and there's no police on the island. There's also no roads, there's no motors. There's all just bicycles, horses and feet. So are openly sold because all the are fresh. They measure in cones. So if you go to a bar and ask for a shake, they'll put usually 2 cones in the shake, and that'll be your dose. So I don't know how much that is. Do my hairdress look great?
No.
I'm gonna climb this tree. So these right here are the that we're eating. They grow on cow poo. They're usually a lot bigger than that, but these ones have been picked. We've only just arrived, so we're gonna stick to just buying them for now. But eventually we'll catch a boat over to the bigger island and go picking. Very easy to find because they just grow on cow poop. Pulled down a palm tree. That was weird. Alright, let's go. It's currently rainy season here in Indonesia. They get 6 months of rain, 6 months of sun. So the sun's not out very much, but it's still nice. It's very hot, it's like 85 Fahrenheit. My arms are getting heavy, so the muscles are kicking in, just very slowly. The dose is smaller than I usually would do. I probably do double this, triple, double usually. But I'm starting slow, because we're here for a month. I don't want to screw my tolerance straight away. Are you comfortable being on video? Hey, what have you got to lose? You know, a real job. So how are you feeling currently?
Good.
How many times have you known in your life?
3.
So this is your 4th. Have you ever drunk them in a shake form? How did it taste?
It wasn't bad. It tasted like Sprite.
Yeah, what was in the mixture? It was pineapple, Sprite.
Pineapple, Sprite.
They gave us 1.5 cones, just a little low. But if you want more, we can go back. The shake costs around $8, and that's pretty standard for the island. So everyone wants to kind of sell the same price. And he offered to just to give them raw or put them in a shake. Raw is kind of gross because you have to get off through the crunchiness. And my words aren't coming out very good. Yeah, we're gonna go to the beach. So you're probably wondering, why did I travel halfway across the world, just these like can't get anywhere? Yes, the reason people come here, like the reason I'm here and the reason anyone else comes here is because setting, very important, like setting, your location, your headspace and your location. Your location is very important. You need somewhere, you need a safe environment to trip in. So when you take cars out of the picture, you take authorities out of the picture, you take most of the risk away. You can't wander into traffic because there is none. The only thing you're surrounded by is like a safety net of water, and it's warm, and everybody here is acquainted with it, so they know how to treat people that are tripping too hard. It's a very safe environment. That's why people come here. A lot of people come here to do it for the first time, which makes sense. So we just drank another 2. So we went back to my favorite bar, the Space Bar, and we had another drink, and the effects are a lot stronger than before. Everything looks different. Colors deeper. Sound is different. Back there is like the last part of civilization, the rest of this is just nature. Let's do it, back to where we were. Colours are more saturated. It's harder to use my limbs than before. I've not even been gone that long.
You know what I'm saying anymore? Don't record me. Turn itself as female. Okay, so if I die, you're gonna turn into a girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why do I look so confused? What up? So yesterday we tripped a bit too hard. It was our first trip of the trip. Yeah, went a little too hard. Came on very fast. We basically just sat in the ocean for like a couple hours, not even talking to each other, not even looking at each other. Because every time we'd look at each other, it would just trip us out too much. The sun wasn't out very much yesterday, but despite that, we still got really sunburned. And my forehead is in pain. So that's why we've got these hats. I've got one and Steffi's got one. I wanted to film the trip yesterday, but it was a lot. It was a lot. I'm gonna sit down with Steffi in a bit and tell her what I experienced. It was just so intense. And then I think Steffi today is eating some. There's a lot to tell you, but right now she's getting some food. I'm sick, so I can't even eat. I'm just wandering down the ocean to show you how beautiful it is today, because the sun's finally out. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I built this. Alright, I just filmed a reaction video, a reply video, a response video to Victoria's video about me. Hopefully it's good enough for the post, I don't know. I'm in my hammock. She's been in the ocean for ages. Can we use now? Oh, sick. Let's try every single door until we... Well, it's a hotel. It says there's a hotel on it.
Susan Bungalow.
The ground was wiggling while I was filming that. So I just got done with a little swim. I went pretty far out there. You can walk for like maybe half a mile before you even get to deep water. I haven't even reached deep water yet since I've been here. It's all just really shallow coral. A lot of it's still alive, and I had some goggles on, so I was swimming around with all the fish. It was really trippy. Steffi's just been sitting here, chilling. The other day when we tripped, the sun wasn't out, it was behind the clouds, but it still burnt me really badly. I've got my stomach.
Where are you going?
So we're back on Gillier now. We took a 3-day break to go to Lombok, the neighbouring island, because we thought that they would have more there, but it didn't really rain much when we were there, and you need rain to grow. So we're back in Gillier. We found a field near our place that we're staying, which has because I saw a local cycle past me and he reached out his hand and it was full of worms. So I know this is where he got them. We found some last night. We found 3 right next to our hotel, and that's all we found this entire time. They're easy to spot. If I spot any, can I show it on YouTube? Probably not. If I spot any, I'll show you, but I might have to blur it because of the censorship that's going on right now. But this is what we've got to do. We've got to walk around in the rain, trying to find them. There's a lot of competition on the island because they sell these for quite a lot of money. Alright, here's some cow poop. These in Indonesia grow around cow poop. So, the way to pick, if you don't know yet, get your fingers all the way down the base of it and then pinch the grass, push down on the grass and then pull it up. So that way you don't deroot it. If you deroot it, it won't grow back. So you don't want to do that. I'm like sticking my fingers in the poop right now.
There's one over here.
It's too small, don't pick it because it'll grow bigger. So we successfully identified quite a few. They're called... I don't know if I pronounced that right. They grow here in Southeast Asia, usually in and around cow dung. Yeah, we successfully identified some. The only reason we know is because we asked 2 of our friends here two of our local friends to identify them for us. So we got two different opinions, and they both said, yeah, they're totally fine. All the ones we picked were fine. There were a few that I didn't pick because I wasn't sure if they were good or not. And usually the best thing to do when you're picking is, if you're unsure, just don't pick it. Just leave it alone, or leave it for someone else to pick. Anyway, we had a few with our meal. We had one this morning. Oh, I had two this morning. She had one this morning. So we've been microdosing all day, and now we've just taken a larger dose for sunset. Now that I know how to identify them, I can go pick them myself. So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna get up early and get down there, try and pick them all before everybody else gets them. How are you feeling? Smoking?
Yeah.
No, I don't smoke. I'm about to blow all of this out. It'll make the video a bit more serious. My arms are heavy. See, the camera's drooping. I see ya.
You're doing great.
What I saw over there, it was great.
What? You're so focused on different things than I'm focused on.
What? I like to film with my hand on the thing all the time. Because then adjust how your eyes are adjusted to the thing you're trying to film. Ah, I got sand in my eyes. I need a GoPro that I can just wear on my head. That'd be the best way to film trips. I have a GoPro and I have a thing for my head. it's comfortable. And why are you're upside down? Why are you upside down?
I can't help but laugh when I look at you because you're always doing something stupid.
This isn't stupid. This is comfortable.
You're generally
Wow, this looks fun. I look like a frog. Do you think frogs know how funny their legs are? Or are they just legs? What if frogs are an evolved version of humans? That's what we eventually get down to. Frog. Like that body shape. What if all animals are just humans that manage to make it into their animal form? They spend their whole life figuring it out and then eventually learn how to become a bird or a frog. And then they just get stepped up. Whoa. Yeah, if you look at how much fun birds are having, imagine if that was a human that finally figured out how to fly. What if they are humans? That's what I'm watching. I just deleted some to make some space so I can record this again. Whoa, that's weird. Whoa. Well, you can just hold on to the screen and turn the camera. And then it films this way. I don't know. What if that's how all music worked? You only played it for other people. Like, I know all this music. Why am I playing it?
What?
What if, like, all your favorite music, you weren't playing it for yourself, you're just playing it for other people? Because you know all the music. It's all in your head already.
What? You look extra weird upside down. I wish I could show it on the camera, but it just doesn't look the same. And when your hair moves, it brings, like, I don't know how to describe it. It, like, flows, the color flows, or it pulls with it. It looks like a cool painting.
So far, we are doing great. I've been in this hammock for, I don't know, for a while. It's comfortable. We're doing good.
It's very warm over there.
Yeah. I'm out to
I
go
can
there.
breathe over here better.
Yeah, me too. Get in the hammock. Your butt matches the hammock. Get in it. Yeah, you're doing great. To stop the recording, and then I come back and I'm like, oh hello, there's Cytrons welcoming me back. The ocean's great. The ocean's great, but I don't want to get you wet. Okay, how do I know? I'm just gonna keep it rolling, keep it raw today. I don't have a towel. Is this a towel? This is making me dry. I don't know. This is a cool project. What do you use sarongs for? Everything? Oh, you're in there now. Look how much carry you guys. So it's night time now. Didn't film very well again today. She spent most of the time crying on the ground while I was setting the hammock up. Why were you crying?
I don't know.
We haven't seen the moon in many days. The moon. The last clip that you saw was of us walking into the ocean and then we were just there for ages. That's when the trip started becoming all conspiracy theory. So I was watching this cloud behind the island. This really beautiful cloud, and it was flowing the same way the ocean was pushing me. So then I realized the ocean and the clouds are moving the exact same way. Whatever's moving it all is moving. They're the same thing, basically, to figure it out. Which makes sense, because I guess, well, the wind or the moon pushes the ocean and the sky at the same time. It's all the same, basically. Wait, does that mean if you watch the current, the clouds will be moving the exact same way? So, as I was watching this cloud, a plane just flew right out the top of it. It was very beautiful. And then my whole brain started going to like chemtrailing, and I went on this whole tangent, which kind of took over my thoughts and my trip for the rest of the day. And it was getting, I can't even say on camera. Basically, I'm going pretty deep with conspiracies with this. I can't say any of this. I can't tell you what I'm thinking because I'm afraid to tell anyone yet. And I need to do more research before I say anything. Dude, I was just on the phone to Anna, and then these fireworks started going off and it tripped me out. And I accidentally hung up on Anna. It's my bad. Come watch the fireworks.
The fireworks I thought was a gunshot.
Yeah. Frick.
I thought you were gonna get shot.
No.
This was the time.